Hello everyone! For our cultural health presentation, Ashlyn, Gianna, and I chose to explore Hawaiian culture. First, let's start with a little background to see how it all began. Polynesians from the Marquesas Islands migrated to Hawaii more than 1,500 years ago. Polynesians were established on the islands when about 800 years ago, Polynesians from the Society Islands arrived in Hawaii. Claiming descent from the greatest gods, they became the new rulers of Hawaii. After a time of voyaging back and forth between the Society Islands and the Hawaiian archipelago, contact with southern Polynesia ceased. During the 400 years of isolation that followed, a unique Hawaiian culture developed.
Next, we will be talking about Hawaiian community and culture. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. This famous quote said by Stitch from the Disney production Lilo and Stitch has been heard by millions. But for Hawaiians, this isn't just a quote. Ohana is such an important term for keeping the culture and community of this island alive and blossoming. Malama is another term that is so important to Hawaiian culture. This is about taking care of the land and sea, and this is something that everyone in Hawaii should be doing. For the native people, giving back to the sea and land that feeds you allows for a sustainable life cycle for all humans and animals. Next, hula dancing used to be a mean of nonverbal speaking when language wasn't written. Hula dancing tells a story for as long as showing tradition has been around. Ancient hula is called kahuki. This style is more about telling a story with expression and chanting while having some sort of musical counterpart. All of these terms, plus so many more, allow for this small island called Hawaii to keep their community and culture blossoming throughout all. This also allows Native Hawaiians to keep their traditions from when they were younger and their ancestors alive. Hawaiian culture is so important.
Let's start by looking at how health is viewed in Hawaiian culture, including what it means to be well and balanced. In Hawaiian culture, health is viewed holistically, encompassing physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual well being, with emphasis on balance and harmony, also known as Loki, within oneself and with the environment, family, and community. The Loki triangle is a visual representation of this concept, with 3 points representing the physical, emotional, and mental, and spiritual realms, all of which must be in balance for optimal health. Physical refers to the physical body and its needs, including nutrition, exercise, and overall health. Mental and emotional encompasses the mental and emotional states, such as thoughts, feelings, and relationships. Last is spiritual, which refers to one's connections to the spiritual realm, including beliefs, values, and purpose. In Hawaiian culture, one is considered healthy when the physical, mental, and spiritual parts of a person are all in harmony. Now that we've seen how health is understood, let's take a look at the other side, how illness is perceived, and what it represents. Native Hawaiians view health and illness as interconnected with the environment, family, community, and spiritual well being. Illness is often the result of an imbalance in the physical, mental, or spiritual realms, or a disruption of the harmony of Loki. Healing involves addressing the root cause, including spiritual and emotional aspects alongside with physical treatments. Native Hawaiians have a deep connection to the land, and the health of the land is seen as directly related to the health of the people. Traditional Hawaiian beliefs suggest that illness can stem from various factors, including breaking rules or engaging in harmful actions, environmental imbalances, and cultural historical trauma. Understanding how illness is perceived helps us see why certain healing practices are used. So next, let's look at some of the traditional methods Hawaiians have used to treat illness and restore balance. Traditional Hawaiian healing practices includes herbal medicine, massage, and conflict resolution, which aim to restore balance and harmony. First is herbal medicine. Hawaiian healers utilize their extensive knowledge of local flora to create herbal remedies for various ailments. Plants are not only chosen for their physical properties, but also for their spiritual significance. Prayer is also an important part of herbal medicine, including during the picking, preparing, and administering of the herbs. Second is massage, a healing massage that combines prayer, breath, and energy work. It's used to relieve pain, correct malfunctions, and stimulate blood flow. It addresses the physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of healing. Last is conflict resolution, a process of resolving conflicts and restoring relationships, which can have a positive impact on overall health. Spirituality plays a significant role in Hawaiian health beliefs. Healing often involves spiritual practices and connecting with ancestors and deities. The importance of family and community is also emphasized, with healing often involving the support and involvement of family members and community members.
Hawaiian religion is a polytheistic belief system with tens and thousands of gods and goddesses, also known as Na'akua. The four main entities of their belief system include Kane, Ku, Lano, and Kanola. Each of these represent different aspects of their beliefs in life, such as creation, war, fertility, and the ocean. Kane and Kanola are the ones that represent more like life aspect in their belief system, and Kane is the highest entity, which is also associated with the natural forces that people need to live, this being fresh water, rainfall, sunlight, and plants, and other forces that allow people to live. And then Kanola is the god of the underworld, which is a close companion of Kane. He's the creator of the universe, or the ruler of the heavens. The population of Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islanders is currently 1.4 million in the United States. So among this population, their current healthcare issues that they suffer from are high rates of heart disease, hypertension, asthma, cancer, and diabetes. These issues have been found more frequently in this population because of significant barriers in their healthcare. And these barriers include limited access to differing language and lack of communication skills, medical costs, and cultural sensitivity within healthcare. But these are actively trying to be fixed in our healthcare system.
Now that we've explored traditional Hawaiian views on health, illness, and healing, let's compare these practices to modern healthcare approaches and see where the two intersect or differ. Hawaiian health emphasizes balance of body, mind, spirit, and environment, while modern healthcare often focuses on more physical symptoms and medical treatment. Native Hawaiians view illness as a result of spiritual or emotional imbalance, whereas modern healthcare typically seeks biological or physiological causes. Traditional healing addresses emotional, spiritual, and community roots, while modern care often prioritizes immediate symptom relief. Practices like prayer, herbal remedies, and ancestral connection are central in Hawaiian healing, contrasting with evidence-based clinical procedures in modern systems. Hawaiian healing often involves family and community, whereas modern healthcare tends to center around the individual patient. Traditional methods rely on the land and natural remedies, while modern care leans heavily on technology and pharmaceuticals. Hawaiian religion centers on polytheistic beliefs and spiritual forces of nature like gods of water, sunlight, and the ocean, while modern healthcare is grounded in science and often separates spiritual elements from medical practices. Native Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders face disproportionately high rates of chronic illnesses like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, often due to barriers such as language differences, high medical costs, and the lack of cultural sensitivity in healthcare systems. Finally, these are the sources that supported the information shared in this presentation. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed learning about Hawaiian culture.